to the channel. What is this? 2015 Dodge Dart. Okay. Yeah, let's go for a ride because this customer in particularly says she want a tune-up. Now, you know, I think guys that write cars up, they've been trained to ask. First of all, they want to secure or lock down the tune-up, but they also been trained to ask, why do you need a tune-up? Why do you think you need a tune-up? And I overheard some of the conversation, and in her mind, she under the impression that she need another tune-up, which means previously she's had a tune-up. Okay, now how many miles on this? Okay, I don't have it on that screen. But if you constantly thinking you need a tune-up, you constantly, or you have another problem, guys. So what I'm doing to semi-verify any problems is test drive. I highly recommend you guys do test drive, all right? And on your test drive, you want to look for things, man. Hesitation, how it takes off, how it acts when it comes to a stop, all that different stuff. All right, so I'm on the road right now, so I'm gonna shut this down. On my way back, when I enter into the shop, I'm gonna fire the camera back up. I don't want to be filming while I'm driving. All right, hang tight, y'all. All right, guys, I am back at the shop. I am going inside. I did feel a little hesitation, a little weird acting. A lot of things. What I didn't feel is misfire. Okay, so that's I mean, when you start talking about misfire, then you really think you need a tune-up. But a lot of people don't know. A lot of people think that any kind of drivability problem, no matter how small it is, any kind of drivability problem, spark plugs will fix. And today's society recognizes spark plugs as a tune-up, a solely tune-up. That's the way the mentality is this day and age. Okay, if you need a tune-up, you just need spark plugs. It can go farther than that, guys. You know, it can go a lot farther into that. I mean, there's things this computer controls that you don't even think about. Okay, there's updates available that manufacturers issue out on a particular make and brand that will help aid in drivability of the car. Okay, so the mentality of spark plugs will fix just about all my problems, all my drivability problems are totally not true, guys. So, and that's what I'm not gonna do, just simply screw in spark plug. I talk about this a lot, man, but you know, you're never gonna change the way people think. That's the way they grew up thinking. Spark, and in the day, back in the day, that probably was the case. Okay, spark plugs will cure any kind of drivability problem. Not this day and age, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go inside and go inside the shop, and we're gonna scan this thing, look over the computer. We're gonna also look over and see if there's any flash updates available. Like I say, this is 2015. There's highly likely, and it's equipped with a 9-speed transmission. I know there's updates available for the 9-speed transmission, and this is a 2.4 multi-layer engine. This is a 2.4 multi-air engine. Okay, and there's likely a flash update for this engine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is plug in my computer and go to plug in the data link connector and go to the computer, and we're gonna go over a few things, guys. All right, so real quick, guys, let me take an ad break. When I get back, we're gonna go over to the computer. All right, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Under the hood, like I said, man, I'm always leery of a customer that just want a tune-up. Especially after she say, my last tune-up only lasted 15,000 miles. Either one or two things. Either they put in some real crappy spark plugs, or the tune-up wasn't your problem. You can't always blame, if they didn't put nothing back, you can't always blame, even this is loose, you can't always blame the drivability ills on spark plugs. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is check this thing over. I want to take a look at this throttle body. As you know, or as you should know, the air filter is very important from a standpoint of the car has to breathe, guys. and likely you want it to breathe nice, good, clean air. Okay, so let's get this off. See how this air filter look. Okay, it's not bad, but it could use another one. Let me take a look at this throttle body. All right. Yes, it's a little carbon up. Okay, that can give you some problems coming to a stop. Okay, and I want to take a look at one of the spark plugs. So let's get one of these plugs pulled. Like I said, guys, be weary of somebody that only want to tune up, and you might have to work for it too, guys. You may have to pull it out of them. Are you experiencing any problem? Okay, because just simply screwing in spark plugs, that could really get you in trouble. Well, guys, it's okay to remove spark plugs with electric drill. I would not install them with electric drill. Okay, who make this plug? Okay, this is a Champion. This is not a crappy plugs, okay? But if you suspect plugs is your problem, you likely have other problems, okay? Now, that's one of the things too, guys. That's why test drive is so important. You really need to test drive the car and get a feel for what's going on. Now, what I'm gonna go do is, yeah, go ahead, proceed with the tune-up, but I'm gonna also recommend throttle body clean, a new air filter, and injector flush. Okay, and do not forget, we have to do that flash update, because I guarantee you that's going to touch most of her problems. That's going to address the bulk of her problems. Spark plugs alone may not address her problem. In fact, they're not worn enough to even cause a problem, but we replace these because of maintenance time intervals. Okay, so I'm going up and see if they would buy the throttle body, injector service, and air filter, clean everything up, and flash update it, and that should about do it, guys. All right, so let me go to another quick ad break or write up this estimate, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, thanks for staying with me. Thanks for staying tuned. Okay, this 2015 Dodge Dart 2.4 liter multi-air engine. Now, she said the check engine light wasn't on, and as it appears, it's not on. There's no check, there's no the PCM doesn't have a yellow block, although the RFH do. That could be for something else unrelated to drivability. So, but as you can see here, there's a lightning bolt right here, which represents a flash update. Now, let's go and see what this flash update entails, because it could highly have something to do with your problem. It's not always spark plug, guys. Okay. Flash powertrain control module. This bulletin involves flashing with the latest software, and it applies to 2013 through 2015 Darts and Chrysler 200. Now, customer may experience check engine light on. We have no check engine light, okay? But if you did all of these, this flash will likely address any of these fault codes. So let's scroll down to see, okay, in addition to the DTCs, there is no DTCs, but this flash will cover a lot of things, guys. So it will address a lot of things. In addition to DTCs above, the following improvements may have been made. Minimum spark change to prevent cat converter overheating. So all of that is addressed in this flash update. So I highly recommend we flash update this controller, guys. Okay, a lot of this stuff could be happening and the code haven't matured yet. Okay, now if the code hasn't matured, it's not going to turn the light on. Okay, in addition, let's read this. Minimum spark changes to prevent cat from overheating. Low idle speed after cold start between 14 degrees and 32 degrees Fahrenheit. What is this other one? Cold idle surge with AC. Wow. Improved cabin warm up in cold weather. A lot of things this flash will address. No code, but this will address. So I highly recommend. Um, wow, that is a lot of updates, guys. The Dodge Dart, yep, this is a 2.4. It actually applied to this car. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna essentially recommend that we also do flash update, and that we clean the injectors and the throttle body, okay, and voila, guys, here we go. Just like that. See, after you explain things to some customers, I said some, get them a better understanding of what's going on. They have no problem. Some of them don't have any problem. Here's the new plugs. I'm going back in with the Mopar Champion plugs. This the injector cleaner stuff I'm gonna use, made by Valvoline. We're gonna get that throttle body all cleaned up using this. I had left the air filter up. I'm gonna have to go back and get the air filter. So this is what I call a tune-up. And last but not least, I'm going to flash. She even wanted to do the flash update. After I explained to her that may be the bulk of our problem, because essentially your spark plugs wasn't warm enough to justify what little you telling me. And on my test drive, I didn't really feel anything, but to be on the safe side. And because this is a 2.4 multi-area, I know this engine, I did a video on this earlier, I have to upload it. It's very dependent on the correct amount of oil, okay? If this car is starving for oil, or if it's low on oil, or if it's burning oil, whatever the case may be, if you're low on oil, that can extremely affect the drivability of the car. All right, so this engine is solely highly dependent on the correct amount of oil. And I went into a deep explanation on why, okay, the brick and all that stuff. So you have to check that video out, actually, when I upload it. So, and just, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so you will not miss it. All right, so guys, I got a little work to do. It's fairly simple. My phone is overheating, my camera's overheating, so I'm just gonna screw in some plugs, clean the throttle body, replace the air filter, flash update it, and that should be a wrap, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and guys, I gotta run. I will see y'all on the next video.